Hello everyone, in this video you're going to learn a lot about how you can find or get a dozen donuts for $1 of original glazed donuts. You're also going to find out about some of the cool things that are happening in the Pensacola Krispy Kreme. My name is Lico Crump and I'm with the Greater Pensacola Chamber of Commerce. I have the honor of being here with Dennis Clark, who runs this ship here in Pensacola, and thank you very much for having us today.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody.
Yes, absolutely. By the way, if anyone has any questions for Dennis about Krispy Kreme and about some of the cool things that's going on at Krispy Kreme, feel free to just ask in the comments. Also, if you want to share the great news of the $1 original glazed donuts, go ahead and share this video with your friends and you guys can have fun with it. So, Dennis Clark.
Yes.
Man, I know that you have some history in Pensacola. How far back does it go?
It goes back to the mid-'80s. Actually, oh yeah, absolutely. I actually got out of the service. I moved to Pensacola to get to know my family. And we're actually worked at the News Journal. And one of the things we did at the News Journal is we would meet our boss every Sunday morning here at Krispy Kreme. And so I never imagined that, while I'm sitting there eating donuts and looking at the folks back behind the window working, that I would one day, work for Krispy Kreme. So an interesting story. At that time, the store was a franchise store, and we, as a company, bought the store. So I came back to help do that transition, and my boss was still here. He still showed up. Yeah, he still showed up, and he still looked the same. So it was amazing. So that was kind of neat.
So it came full circle.
Yeah,
You've been enjoying Krispy Kreme donuts for a long time. I think everyone has.
Absolutely.
And I have great memories of eating Krispy Kreme all the way back to my childhood. Now there's some things that are different about this particular store.
Yes.
So what is it about the Pensacola Krispy Kreme that's different than some of the other ones? Because I've heard some great things about what's going on here.
One thing we didn't really talk about before is, there's over 1,500 Krispy Kremes worldwide, and out of that, 300 are company stores. Out of the 300 company stores, this is the one and only certified training store. So all these stores that need people trained, they send them to Pensacola, and they're coming from all over the country. We had a lot of new market managers that started last year, and every single one of them came through Pensacola. And then the sales, this store is really supported by the community. So it's like every event we have, we do really well, and it's because of that support that we have. Yeah,
so that's one thing that I definitely know with all of the local businesses that I've worked with, and just seeing, your events. Man, Pensacola stands behind their businesses. They have a strong sense of community, and when you guys have a special event here, I mean, this intersection shuts down.
Oh, the police department probably does not like it, because they're normally come out and shut our parking lot down until the crowds. I hate that our stores or the location's so small and the parking lot's so small that it don't do well supporting these kind of events. But they're really neat. They're really cool about it. They just they don't want anything bad to happen, and they're really trying to help traffic move along. But I'm sure we tend to give them heads up when we have a special event, just so they can kind of be ready for it.
Well, shout out to the Pensacola Police Department for helping out. Now, speaking of big events, you've got a really big event coming up in just a couple weeks.
We absolutely do.
So what is the big event that's happening?
So the big event is our 81st birthday, and it's going to be on the 27th of July. And so what that means to the community is you can come in, buy any dozen, get a second dozen glazed for $1.
So buy any dozen donuts, then you can get a second dozen for $1.
Yep.
And this is only on one day, right?
Just on the 27th.
Just on the 27th. Yes. So remember, mark your calendars. On the 27th, you can get a whole dozen donuts for $1.
Absolutely.
If you buy, and that's original glazed donuts. Yes. As long as you buy another dozen. So oh, by the way, we have Angie Nicole Hosfield inside the feed, and she says she loves Krispy Kreme.
Well, thank you.
Hey, Angie, while you're in the feed and you're commenting, what's your favorite Krispy Kreme donut that you've ever had? Or maybe one that is not available and you want to bring back?
There you go.
Okay, so we also have some things coming up. with
Yes.
Krispy Kreme and their rewards app. So what are the changes that are coming up?
So we're going to make some changes to our rewards app to where it's more beneficial to the customer. It's a better value. That should launch the end of the month. And so to our current rewards app customers, not a whole lot's going to change. You won't have to do anything; it'll change automatically. But it's more about getting product for the amount of visits you have. So that should be a pretty good deal. I just got back from a GM conference, and we talked about some exciting things coming. One of the things is we're going to try ice cream, and we didn't get a definite date on that, but that's a few months down the road, and that should be huge in this area.
Ice cream.
Oh, absolutely.
Did you say ice cream at Krispy Kreme?
Ice cream.
So it's going to be, we all scream for Krispy Kreme ice cream.
Absolutely.
Is what it's going to be. Now, what kind of ice cream? Are we talking about vanilla, or are we talking about like original glazed donut ice cream?
It's going to be original glazed donut flavored ice cream, with actual flavored by original glazed donuts.
I think you might shut the intersection down again.
It's a possibility.
With this ice cream.
We hope so.
Yeah. Awesome. So let's see. What do we have over here? We've got a dozen original glazed donuts. This is what they look like. Guess what, everyone? I see the Hot Donuts Now sign blinking right over there.
So
that's
when that
right.
sign's on, that means the donuts are hot. And we do have specific times, 6 a.m. to 11, and then 4 p.m. to 11 at night.
There are specific times.
For the hot light, there is.
For the hot light.
Because we have to stop during the middle of the day to run some of our other product. So that's the only reason we even turn the light out.
All right,
to run other
so
products.
there's a method to the madness, everyone.
is.
Did you know that there's a schedule and a time that the hot donut? I never knew this.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was just like, whenever you guys needed some more glazed donuts, and then you just fire the thing up. So what are the hours again? Because this is very important. This is like need to know information right here.
It's 6 a.m. to 11 every day, and then 4 p.m. to 11 at night.
All right, so that is useful information.
And the app that we have has a hot light. And if you look at your app, you'll be able to see when the hot light's on.
Game changer. If you download the app, it will tell you. Does it notify you? Does it can you set up notifications? That would be pretty awesome. I don't know if it does.
Yeah, I'm not sure. You have to look at it. So if you want to know, you can look at it. Oh, the hot light's on in Pensacola.
Yeah, that is great. Well, thank you very much for having us in here, Dennis.
Well, thanks a lot.
Yeah, I appreciate everything that you did when you helped us celebrate the 1K Donut Day, which was when we reached the milestone for 1,000 followers on Instagram. You were right there with us. Actually, one last thing I wanted to finish up with was, your donuts are all over the city.
Yes.
Okay, and not only are they in every store and every gas station, they're all over the place, but you also have fundraisers, right?
Oh, we do.
So can you talk a little bit about the fundraisers, how they work?
So the fundraising, basically, it's a minimum of 25 dozen. Any church or any organization trying to raise funds, all they have to do is give us a call. And then set up, we just need to know when you need them and how many, and we will make it happen. And basically, your cost is $4.50, and suggested sale price is $9, so you make 50% profit.
All right, cool. And so, when that's like a nonprofit organization wants to do a fundraiser, is there any particular type of information they need to bring with them? Or do they just need to say who they're affiliated with?
Normally, just say, if you're not set up in our system, that's, one form that we fill out.
Okay, all right.
And then you call, we set it up. It's generally 90% is already in our system. So
okay, all right, great. Well, thanks again, Dennis.
All right, thank you.
I'm about to eat this donut and
Awesome.
tear it up. I appreciate it. Again, if you have any questions about anything that's going on with Krispy Kreme, you can throw it down in the comments, and we will find out for you, or maybe Dennis can get on there himself and answer the questions, or you can always visit Krispy Kreme online if you have any other questions. Last thing.
Yes.
Just in case someone's not from Pensacola, maybe they just moved here.
Yes.
Or maybe they're coming to visit. Where are you located?
Corner 9th and Cervantes. Definitely come by, help us celebrate our birthday.
If you're not from Pensacola, Cervantes is Cervantes, and that's how we say it here. So
Cervantes.
you got to know that. All right. Appreciate it, everyone. Thank you very much, Dennis.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Hot donuts now.